Good Saturday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. I got my hair sticking up everywhere, but that's all right. It is Saturday morning here in Capitan. It's 57 degrees, which is very nice. 57 clear, no wind so far. They're predicting some winds later, but is that a surprise in New Mexico? Not really. Not really. Let me get this t shirt out of the way. How's that? Better? Yeah, better for me. But anyway, we got summer solstice coming up on June 21st, I think. It's, that's when the sun starts its migration back to the south. And so, yeah, that's interesting time of the year. So, yeah, out in the desert in Terlingua, they have solstice parties and stuff. But anyway, it is Saturday morning, the weekend, guys. So chill out and enjoy your day and enjoy your weekend and enjoy your life. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. Right now, and it just went right by. Just that is Romeo, my pet dog, and that is a pet rooster, and that is a pet rock, and those are not pet bananas. And this is a screaming stinking goat giving you a stinking goat kiss this morning. So anyway, guys, Saturday morning coming down. Never worry about what you cannot change. Interesting point. And there's a lot of things you have no impact on. I know we don't like to know that. We don't want to know that we're just a gnat in a hurricane. We don't want to know that. We want to be important, you know what I mean? But having said that, what else we got here? Got a little trip coming up in July. Going to celebrate my birthday in Taos, New Mexico, I think. That's the plan right now. And I got the oil changed on the motorhome and some other stuff done, and life's good. But it doesn't get done unless you get off your little butt and do it. You know what I mean? But anyway, here we go. Ralph P. Unfortunately, right now isn't a great time to buy anything. Don't give up on Mr. Fickle, lol. I don't know. I don't know if it's when a great time to buy is. But be that as it may, you make a point there. And a point in every direction is what? A perfect circle. Slow Hiker 2020. Actually, politicians get a twofer as their heads are usually stuffed up their arses. Stuff. Yeah. Don't think that was the first sip. Politicians have already mastered the art of talking out their arse. Arse. I like that word. Derek Trixa, Prost from Germany. Well, Prost to you. It's a Saturday morning now. Now you can taste that beer you had yesterday. Now you can really taste it. Now, I don't drink that much anymore, but I remember. I do. And those were the good old days? I don't know. They were days. Reader Richardson. Oh, Rusty, I do believe I want some of that beer you're drinking. My thoughts are that I never thought to talk out my buttocks, but I think everybody does sometime or other. May the wind be with you. LOL. Thank you, Rita. Yeah, I just came up with a stupid topic for the hell of it, because I couldn't think of anything else that I hadn't talked about. So that I knew I hadn't talked about that. I knew I hadn't covered that one. Rita Richardson. Ha ha, P Rainbow and Fickle Gods. You're so funny. Yeah, that was on my fickleness drive. Yeah, well, when you got to go, when you're my age, 77 years old and a male, and I'm sure women have, well, everybody has trouble as they get older, okay, controlling themselves, you know what I mean? Because the population in Japan, there's more old people than there are young people now. They have a real upside down population, and they sell more adult diapers than they do children's diapers. So that's interesting. Van and Halen, Rusty, in one of your previous videos, you said staying a week at a time or in cabins or hotels would allow for flexibility. I think what you meant to say was staying a week at a time would allow for fickleability. keep keep searching for whatever. This is the best channel. Well, thank you, Van. I'm glad you enjoy it. Uh, yeah, I'm. But life can be. You can get in that what they call it, the loop. It's this is the way it is loop or whatever it is, and it's just the way it is. There's not much. life is what it is. You just have to take it one day at a time. Some days are naturally better than others, and that's the way it is. So anyway, Falcon Eddie, that would bring a whole new meaning to bad breath. Yeah. What they're talking about, for those of you that haven't watched Beer 30, is I said we should add vocal cords to our anus, because that methane gas passing through there could be turned into words instead of just farts. You know what I mean? You could actually talk to somebody. Never mind, you got the point. Gabriel's Holistic Care. Well, sir, we were all disappointed in the Gabriel house. We didn't get to see Rusty make a rainbow. Well, that's not something you show on YouTube. Anyway, thank you. RV Living with the Geezer. Check his channel out on YouTube. Rusty, I'm glad you didn't delete those videos. I can now say I have a degree in ficklology. Well, you can say that anytime. You can say anything, anytime. People are very gullible. There's a guy that was on Johnny Carson years ago. He was about 35 years old, and he traveled the whole world, and picked up hundreds of thousands of dollars, or not millions, by just lying to everybody. He ended up getting free flights across the ocean. He went to a dry cleaners and somehow ended up with an airline pilot's uniform, and he got on a flight for free to come back to the USA, and went back and forth. And yeah, he did all kind of things, and he wrote hot checks. And yeah, they finally caught him, but big deal. He lived for about 20 years like that, and spent a few years in prison, out doing it again, I guess. D. Anderson says, "Oh Lord, it's hard to be fickle when there aren't many choices on the lot." Yeah, it is. You got to have choices to be really good and fickle. Toddster Saw, "You'd be truly fickle if you sell it all, buy a top of the line Class A, pulling a hybrid 4-wheel drive SUV, and go out on adventures wherever your fickleness takes you. Until then, you're just an amateur. Until then you are amateur fickle." Yeah, well, that's me. I'm an amateur. Yeah, but I'm a good amateur. Henri Codger, not you, of course, but there's a bunch of YouTube creators that anus talk on every. There's anus talk on every video they make. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, there's so many. It's not, of course they do what they do. I do what I do, but I often want to tell some of them, that their music is so crappy that I don't want to listen to. I don't want to watch their video. You know what I mean? But everybody wants to have music, and they want to edit their videos and get the music right. But I think the best thing for them to do is just cut out the editing, just do the videos, But that's just my opinion. Scotty Thompson, cool video talk. Beer 30 Rusty. Thank you, Scotty, the masked bowler from Wisconsin. W. Thurman, happy Father's Day, Rusty. Good Beer 30. When is Father's Day? Hey, Google, when is Father's Day?
In the United States of America, Father's Day will be on Sunday, June 18th.
Tomorrow, another one of those created events, so people will go out and buy stuff, like coffee cups that say dad on it, or stuff that you can put on the wall that says mom is great, you know. Yeah, or dad is great, or whatever. Anyway, you know what I mean. Linda Miller. Oh, this one's weird. Yeah, I like weird beer 30s. Evie Hodge, remember the Alamo, sir? Yeah, sort of. You know, uh, the Alamo, of course, they've redone a lot of it to keep it from falling in. But, the story of the Alamo is a story of basically squatters in a foreign country, I mean, because that's what the Texans were. It was just a bunch of people from the Northeast that came to Texas to get cheap land. And since Texas was, San Antonio, Texas, where the Alamo was the northernmost point of the country of Mexico at that time, or near the northernmost. And to get there with an army of 10,000 men from Mexico City or that area, the logistics, I don't know how many miles that is, 1,000 miles, whatever it is. You got to eat and all kinds of stuff. Evie Hodge says, "Yes, sir, you got the nails, the shoes, and the hearts. Be contented." Now, you're right. I'm doing all right. Scotty Thompson's got 3 here. Cool video talk, cool comment call, nice orange shirt. Now I got on a red one, Scotty. Enjoy your day, my friend. Larry Deal. I guess this is the first time I watched anyone except Rusty talk about talking anus. I laughed for a while. Thanks, Rusty. Well, the whole thing about uh, the Beer 30 sanity session is actually to just chill out. I mean, it's supposed to be a relaxing video, not stressful. You know, I got an antenna sticking up right in there. So that's got to be back there, doesn't it? Yeah, it is. But yeah, we just do what we do. I mean, we're just enjoying life. That's all. Caravan Dan Adventures. I missed the live feed again. Rusty, does it notify subscribers before you begin? I don't know what it does, Caravan Dan. I really don't. I don't know. Done on. Can you just build a small something there in Capitan? What's stopping you there? Well, you can't really because, first of all, there's no builders that want to build a small home. They won't allow you to put a tiny home here unless it meets city code, which you don't know what it is until you get it here, and then they have to inspect it. And to get a mobile home, a single wide mobile home, about 500 square feet, delivered and set up, is about $85,000 because I checked with 3 different dealers. A lot of people think mobile homes are cheap. They're not. Well, they're not to me. Done gonna have to stop coming up with unreal great ideas. Stop your morning walks. No, I'm not going to do that. That's my fun time. Sherry Hewlett, tornadoes in Texas. I do not where your relatives reside in Texas. They're in Victoria. They don't get many tornadoes down there. No, they get hurricanes, but they don't get tornadoes. How lucky, huh? Levi Brewer, there's already enough big mouth assholes around. Don't want to hear ass talk. Levi says he's here about 2 hours late watching now. Well, good for you, Levi. Thank you and enjoy your day, bud. Sam Buchanan, the reason I watch you is you're the funniest person I know. Well, funny, strange, it'll go together. Sure. Yeah, but again, my videos are for me to enjoy and you too. K. Bob Hope, when you got to go on the fickleness. Yeah, I mean, I did. It was time to go. And, years ago, I could have said, well, I'll wait till I get home. It's only 25 more minutes. That ain't going to happen, boy. When you're 77 years old, you got to go. You got to go. I'm telling you. Alvin Massot, great. Beer 30, thank you. Hot Limited, that's a crappy idea. Very cute, Hot Limited. Back on the meds. Me too. Mimi is me. Good evening, Rusty. Hello, everyone from Utah. Utah. Yeah, that's a pretty state. Got a lot of pretty places in the southeast, southwest, and northeast. Yeah, beautiful place. Woodward Paul says Key and Peele comedians did a skit where they used fart sound to replace people's names. LOL. Well, it's hard to fart on cue. And you can't just do it on demand like you can talk. You know what I mean? So anyway, thank you. Smoky Pipe. Hello, Rusty. Well, hello, Smoky Pipe. Winston Patton. You could get a used hybrid and keep the EV. I could get a dump truck too, and a backhoe. But anyway, thank you. Bobby's point of view, Beer 30 just ran off the rails. Yeah, well, it's going to run off the rails every time now. I'll come up with something. Don't worry. But you need to watch some of those YouTube videos about, how the human body works, and watch, what they see under an electron microscope, what human skin looks like and different things. No, it's amazing, man. When you see the world through an electron microscope, it's different. Anyway, just ran off the rails. Yeah, you ain't seen nothing yet. Bill Birdsong, most of Congress talks through that portal. I know no politics. Yeah, me either. It's a shame that, we, never mind. It's what it is. Brian Martin, Class C mobile home base with a Bolt AV Explorer mobile sounds great. Yeah, no, I've got a good deal. I know it. I mean, I got a great setup for me. It wasn't an accident that all this happened. over the years. And now I've got to learn to enjoy it. I've got to learn to rein myself in, and not really rein myself in so much, but not change the whole setup. You know what I mean? Just, if you want to change underwear. You know what I mean? Brian Martin, Class C mobile home base with a bolty. Oh, I read that. Thank you, Brian. Al Fur, thumbs up. Thank you. Richard Ross says, stop and get yourself a big old cheeseburger with everything on it and tell them to hold the Fickles. Then it will be Miller time, and then everything will be okie dokie. I don't eat hamburgers anymore. I don't eat beef anymore. Very rarely. I might eat a taco, and yeah, that's just the way that is. Tom, if you're not going to tow the cheap travel trailer all over Texas and New Mexico, it may hold up okay permanently under the cover. Yeah, that's what I thought about too. Since I wasn't towing it, it could just sit here and be okay. The Dogman Chronicles, check his channel out on YouTube. What will be will be. Thanks, Rusty. Yeah, K Sera Sera. Boondocking with Dennis, check his channel out on YouTube. I wonder if Trike Man and Fickle Man know each other. Yeah, they do. They're brothers. Yeah, brothers. Yeah, Lawrence Hockett. It's all good, Rusty. You keep being you. The Four Winds would be sad without you. Yeah, it would. And when I got everything done yesterday, the oil change and stuff, I mean, when I was driving back home, of course, I filled up with gas. The gas leak is fixed and all that stuff. And it's a pleasant feeling. I felt good because the RV felt good. You know what I mean? I know it's all in your mind, but back on the meds, huh, Rusty? Okay. Three more, guys, and we'll end this dog, and y'all can go back to sleep. Captain Trips, if you're not asleep already, wake up! Captain Trips, a gallon jug with a big funnel works best for me when the piss monster hits. Yeah, well, the downside of that, you can probably do it in a truck or a van or something, but you can't hardly do it in a car, or not in a boat. A pee jug doesn't work in a car. Ken, chasing the neon rainbow, living that honky tonk dream. Yeah, I guess I am. Leanne, just love the ride along videos, and the views in this one is awesome. Truly enjoyed this, and thanks. Yeah, we'll do all that. It's just going to be a softball channel like it's always been, and we'll struggle along, and I'll pick up subscribers, and then I'll say something dumb and or smart and lose subscribers, and because the graph for my subscribers goes ding 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 ding. It's not a smooth line, and I don't care. It's the way it is. But anyway, having said that, guys, it is Saturday morning, believe it or not, June the 17th, and it's 60 degrees out there right now. Well, it's 58. But anyway, thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen, Rangers. Carpe diem, adios, bye bye. Buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the Amazon link in the description of all of my videos. Why? It doesn't cost you a penny. Just click on the link in the description and go to Amazon and get what you need. And then what else? Oh, carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. I say that in every video. Why? Because we get one subscriber every now and then that hasn't heard that before. Rarely, but we do. And then what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you will not want to eat so much as in snack. You know what I mean? And the only way to lose weight and keep it off is eat less. Get a smaller plate. Does it help to get a smaller plate? Yeah, it does. It does. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep, hold it for a few seconds, then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Yeah, man, it's great. And then what else? Do it several times a day. And then stand guard at the door of your mind. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every single thought, dream, memory you've ever had. So give your neurons something positive to work with. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. Enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on. Adios, bye bye. Buy anything you want. I already said that. Adios. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios. Bye. Adios. Bye con Dios. Aloha. That's it. Until next time, got another softball video coming up. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your life. Keep your health. You mean to say some more? I can't think of anything else. Can you? Anyway, it's already June the 17th. Adios. Bye bye.